I got some really fabulous news the other day that I am in remission. I'm cancer free. And some of my friends have been quite surprised by my reaction to that. And although I'm absolutely elated and it's incredibly emotionally overwhelming, I've been here before. So this is the second time I've beaten a life-threatening cancer, terminal cancer, and defied all odds and overcome any expectation, and have been called a medical marvel. And if the truth be told, and I know this is quite common from a cancer survivor, is that the result comes with a bit of an anticlimax. And it's a hard one to explain, and I'll tell you why. Cancer is an incredibly debilitating thing, not just the disease, but the treatment. You're stuffing toxic chemicals into your body with chemotherapy, you're going through radiation, it drags you down from a physical point of view, from a mental point of view, from an emotional point of view, but yet you channel everything you have inside of you to beating this thing, to fighting this thing, to overcoming this thing. It becomes your purpose, it becomes your sense of being, your ability to overcome the cancer. And then you get a result, and the specialist says to you, you're in remission, and all of a sudden it's like, what now? And it's not like you're suddenly better. And I think that's the hardest part, is you're not suddenly better. This thing doesn't suddenly go away. The residue of everything for me that I've been through this year is 11 months of chemotherapy. Every single month up to the next, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. It's going to take 6 months before I even start to feel normal, as if I could feel normal again. Is my life ever going to return to what it was? It isn't. Something inside of me has changed, and it's changed beyond the point I can go back to that. So all of a sudden you're in a space where it's kind of, what now? And it's almost, who am I now? And then there's damage. There's very real psychological and traumatic damage that is done to your psyche and your soul. There've been times of really deep depression, which is completely inevitable. And what do you do with this damage now? What do you do with this place you're in? How long is it going to feel before you feel physically normal or okay or good? And it's going to be a while. And then there's that word remission, and I really hate that word remission. Remission is like, it's the interval of a play. It's like you're on probation. You're not cured. Nobody says you're cured. You're in remission. In other words, it's coming back. But yet, the previous time I was in remission, that cancer didn't come back. It was a different cancer that came back in a glioblastoma. So, in fact, if I think of this logically and rationally, I'm in the same place that you are, in which case you should be in remission too. I know how easily cancer comes. You're in the same place I am. What do I do with that? What do you do with that? I said it before, you're terminal. None of us get out of this alive. So actually, remission's a pretty cuck word, and it's a mindfuck. It's how do I believe? It's a suspended belief. It's disbelief. Am I cured? Is this thing going to come back? When's it going to come back? You're trapped in the space where every single time, even you get a cold or you aches or pains or anything, immediately it's like, oh my goodness, is that the cancer coming again? Is it has it found another place in my body? Am I susceptible to this thing? And because this is called remission, there's a stress and this worry, and what that does is break your body down further. So if anything, your body is still in this position where it is open to attack from any cells that are stronger than your body cells, because you're in a place of stress. So I think one of the hardest things for somebody in remission is you have to celebrate it. You absolutely have to celebrate it, because it's massive. You've overcome something, you've beaten something, you've endured. Celebrate that moment, but then you've got to truck on. You've got to figure out every single day is a gift. You're in remission, you're terminal, I'm in remission, I'm terminal. Whether it's cancer, whether it's something else, all you really have, the only guarantee you have is this moment right now. And And that's the important part, and that's the mind fuck, is to get your head around this fact of remission. No, I'm clear, I'm cancer free, I'm clear, I'm cancer free. I don't like that word remission. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and maybe you can relate. As usual, if you like the video, please hit like. If you'd like to follow me for some more, please hit follow, and share if you think that somebody that you know could get some value from this video. Cheers.